good morning from us. I'm so happy we bought Vladimir the next size up in the baby Ganix diapers, and there was no poop explosion, though he did have some pretty messed up poop. We finally got him some probiotics, and they came in a really cool form. I will show you guys that in a second as soon as I get this little guy down. So we found this. This is the same brand of vegan vanilla protein that we normally buy, but as you guys can see, it's with greens and with 1 billion probiotics, so that's exciting. We are almost done with our chocolate one as well, so we picked one up. I don't eat that one as quickly as this one. I'm one of those weird kind of people, like sometimes my line of thinking may sound a little strange to people. Like, I'll let Vladimir do things that other people won't let their children do, but like he can't eat chocolate and sugar, like processed sugar, or like refined sugar, or at least I try to let him not to. Another thing we don't do with him is do juice. He on occasion, like you guys saw at Chipotle, I mean, like he drank apple juice, but here at the house, I don't know if it's because we're not real big juice drinkers here. When we have it, it's normally for like smoothies. I don't just sit there and like drink a whole cup of juice. I mean, I will on occasion, but I just, you know, there's some people who do that like every morning for breakfast, and that's fine. So I think that might have another thing to do with it, that like I just don't. That's just something I don't do, so it's something he doesn't do either. But you know, he'll from occasion get sips of juices from time to time, but normally no juice for him. But it's weird because I'll let him have watered down like lemonade from the like Soda Stream thing, like the soda dispenser, or sometimes I'll let him like take a sip of my like Frutista Freeze from like Taco Bell, but he can't have juice. Like, it's weird. Like I said, my line of thinking is weird sometimes, but what have you. Fussy boy McBooty over here, but we got breakfast popping off down here or up there. We gotta blend it up. Come here. Come here. Oh, we're gonna blend it up. Look, we're gonna blend up the fruit. We're gonna make a smoothie. Watch this little, yeah, smoothie. I got the orange juice, the vanilla powder, and bananas. He saw somebody from far away and decided he wants to say hello. As you guys can see, Raymond is at home cooking away. I'm going in here to get the sourdough bread out because we're having pasta tonight for dinner. He's going to make a butter garlic spread. Raymond is having a terrible time cutting these, and the boys, we've already had 2 incidences. Well, we had several. What had happened?
They're just biting each other and being mean.
Yeah, Aiden bit Vladimir, and then Vladimir proceeded to
bash him in the head
with his hands, like play basically like.
It wasn't hard, but
he was like
Aiden
slapping.
wasn't crying.
But he didn't enjoy it either. Kind of like, why is your auntie, why is your son beating me up? And right now they're over there playing with toys. It's funny because Aiden's now like mobile, and he wants to be like right behind Vladimir because he sees him crawling and stuff and going to like the different room, and opposed to like, I guess what he would just do, sit and wonder what he was doing over there, like he can come follow him now. Obviously, I mean, for what he's doing, like the little zombie crawl, like he's pretty fast at it. I feel like he's pretty
army crawl.
Well, it's a zombie crawl. It's an army crawl, but for what he's doing, he's pretty fast with it. But yeah, so he's like right behind Vladimir, and he wants to be with Vladdy and doing the things he wants to be doing. And of course, Vladimir's at that point in his life where he doesn't really get the concept of sharing, doesn't also really get the concept of other people have feelings and emotions, and when you bite somebody, it hurts. So we're trying
to be fair, he got bit. He didn't do the biting.
Yeah, he got bit, but you know what I mean? But he did bite me earlier today. I don't know if I showed you guys, but I'll post a photo of that right here. But he bit me twice, and it's because his mouth's been hurting him. He's not a biter out of, well, he's not a biter out of anger towards adults. He only ever bites adults when his mouth hurts, but he has bitten children in the past when he gets frustrated, but not to like people like me, because children are people. Remember when I said I don't drink orange juice? I'm drinking orange juice. Everyone is currently eating. Whoa, let's try that again. Everyone is currently eating right now. Aiden's got some green beans tossed in avocado oil and mushrooms. Vladdy's got pasta and the same green beans with avocado oil. And I got a delicious looking pasta that has black olives. And green beans, not green beans, artichokes and black olives and what it is? Sausage. And the orange juice I allegedly never drink. And he just dropped off this cheesy, Nucci, garlicky bread, sourdough bread, yum. Alright, I am reporting from inside the closet. Fun fact, when me and Raymond used to stay up late at night back in high school when we were first talking and hadn't started going out, I would talk to him from inside of my closet and inside of my bathroom because I shared the room with my sisters. He has actually taken NyQuil a little while ago and it's kicked in. Not NyQuil, ZQuil, excuse me. Hasn't been sleeping very well and I haven't been helping much. Our schedules are very different in the sense of he has to wake up very early in the mornings to get to work on time. I, on the other hand, I don't wake up until 8 when Vladimir does. Sometimes earlier when he wakes up earlier, obviously, but normally just at 8. And that's a pretty good time to wake up. And, you know, I sometimes get to nap with him and Aiden during the day. And if I don't, at least I have some downtime. But long story short, Raymond will try to stay up with me. And I don't normally go to bed until like 10, sometimes 11. Like it's closer to 11 right now. And it's because I have things to do. Or I try to think, I think I have things to do. Like I gotta feed the bread, Fernando, the starter. And I also have to just clean up around the house, you know. Anybody with small children can tell you trying to clean up after them while they're there is a lost cause. So I like to tidy up the living room. I like to, if I can, wash dishes. And, you know, I was able to wash dishes tonight. We had an early dinner. I think we just have to change our line of thinking and the way we live our lives. And this isn't the first time that me and Raymond have had really opposite schedules. When I first moved in with him, a little bit before I turned 21, he was actually working night shifts and I was working like during the day. And quite literally, he would get off of work, come home, take me to work, and then go to sleep. And by the time I got home, he was already gone. One of us, or both of us sometimes in the case, would try to stay up with the other one, or would try to, you know, spend time with the other one. Because it's hard. It's rough. You know, you're at work all day, and all you want to do is see the person that you love, but you gotta go to sleep. You know, and you gotta go to sleep earlier than they do, and you're like, well, let me just stay up with them. So he's got to be put on a new sleeping schedule, and I feel really bad because I haven't been helping, but he makes me feel, he understands why I stay up later, because, you know, I don't wake up until later, and I also don't really necessarily get any time for myself. I always have a baby on me, whether it's Vladimir or Aiden, and currently right now I have Niklaus in me, so I never really get a chance for myself. And that's not to say I don't like having children, or, you know, don't like being pregnant or anything like that. I like being pregnant to a certain extent. This pregnancy has been substantially much better than Vladimir's. I'm enjoying this one much more. But yeah, you know, it's rough to not have a moment for yourself, not have time for yourself. And I don't know. Obviously, when Niklaus comes, he'll be much more dependent on me, and he won't be on a set schedule like Vladimir was, and he'll be sleeping with us in the bedroom in his little bassinet. So, you know, it's all going to go away again. I won't have that time for myself again, like, at least for a while, until he's a little bit older and on a schedule too, or, you know, what have you. And I'm excited and I'm ready, but I'm just trying to make the most of the calm before the storm. And that's not to say that Niklaus is going to be a bad baby or anything like that, but, you know, it's just whatever. I'm just trying to enjoy it, trying to live life and just enjoy it. Long story short, they found blood in my urine, which could be a sign of a UTI, or could be a sign of a kidney infection, or could be just that I'm passing a kidney stone. I know that I've told you guys this in the past, but I do suffer from kidney stones. I don't know. This pregnancy has been weird in the sense that I've never had a UTI in my entire life. And quite literally, when we went to the confirmation of pregnancy appointment, I had one. And they're like, did you know? I'm like, no. They're like, oh, are you feeling okay? Are you urinating properly? Are you, whatever? Do you have any pain? I'm like, no. And then I continuously still had it the following appointment. But then it's cleared up since then. But they think it might be back, and it's just weird. I'm like, why? Why does this keep happening to me? And they say during pregnancy it's easy to get, a UTI because there's all sorts of stuff going on down there already. So it just kind of sucks because, like I said, I've never had one in my entire life. And then, like, the doctor I had seen, he was really nice, but I'd never seen him before. But he asked me if I was in pain or if it hurts when I urinate or if I find myself urinating more than often. I'm like, well, I'm pregnant, so I feel like I'm peeing all the time. I'm like, but it does not hurt. I don't have any, I guess he asked me if I had any symptoms. I'm like, I don't even know what the symptoms would be. And he told me, and I'm like, no. And he's like, oh, okay. He's like, well, we'll go get it tested out and a culture and this and the other to see what's going on. So, wish me luck with that. Really bad. I feel like I gypped out Niklaus on many belly photos. And starting tomorrow, I will start that up. I don't know. Life changed so quickly. And so unexpectedly, and is continuously changing so quickly and so unexpectedly at a rate that I've never experienced before. I've always lived a very, not sheltered life, but a very mundane life and a very just routine life, I could always expect A, B, and C from life at 1, 2, and 3, o'clock. And I don't know, after having Vladimir, and not even after having him, like, it was quite literally, I feel like it all started just with Aiden being diagnosed, and everything just kind of, like, not fell apart, because that sounds terrible, but everything just kind of went down there. Like, I don't know, that's taken so much precipice, like, in my life, just making sure that he's okay, making sure that he's being properly fed, it's rough, and I don't know how my sister Jenny does it, because I do it, but I only do it from, like, 10 o'clock till 7, or whenever she gets off of work, but she's his mom, she's just a really brave person. I can't believe Aiden will be, not 2, 1 year old, I can't believe he'll be a whole year old in a few weeks. And then Kilua, his birthday party is on Saturday, and then I have my friend Allie's baby shower on Sunday. Nothing but baby birthday parties, showers all around, and it's good. But like I said, my poor little Niklaus has just been on the back burner ever since I found out about him, and I feel bad because I don't want him to ever look back on these videos and be like, man, it's like it's been a week since my mom's even mentioned me. And I think about him all the time because he's constantly moving, and he's just he's gonna be, I don't know, I'm excited to meet him. I really, really am excited to meet him. I'm excited to hold him. I'm excited to see him. And I don't know why that makes me so sad. I don't know if I'm sad because I feel like I'm not enjoying my pregnancy like I should be. And it's been, like I said, it's been a wonderful pregnancy. Like, UTI aside and stuff, I mean, it's been perfect. And, obviously the morning sickness from time to time, but it's been wonderful. It's been perfect. He's been a perfect little baby as of right now. So I don't know. I don't know why I feel this way. I didn't bit my nail and it's all like missing paint, but yeah, I don't know, it's rough. One of my biggest pet peeves in life right now, in Ali-chan life right now, is when people ask me if I plan on taking care of all 3 kids. So Vladimir, Aiden, and Niklaus, and I say yes. And they're like, oh, really? And then, like, it's stupid that anyone would ask me that, because what would I do? Like, I used to hate it when people would ask me things about life. Like, the way I see it, like the baby situation, and I'm referring to all three of them when I say baby, is that there's no other option for me. There's no other choice. These are the cards that we are dealt with, and you just gotta live them. This is just your life, regardless of how hard or how unfathomable it seems to other people. Like, this is just your life. I hate when people are all like, oh, well, your new job starts at 3. What are you gonna do? What the hell? What do you mean I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get my ass up at like 2 in the morning to make sure I'm at work at 3 a.m. Like, what else am I gonna do? There's no other option, you know? That's your time schedule. And I feel like this exact same way with the boys. It's like, oh, well, what are you gonna do when Niklaus is born? I'm like, dead ass, I'm gonna change his diapers. I'm going to feed him. I'm gonna take care of him. I'm gonna take care of my house. I'm gonna take care of my animals. I'm gonna take care of my son. I'm gonna take care of my nephew and take care of myself. Like what I've been doing. Like, what am I gonna do? Like, what could I do? You know, my sister Jenny already has many expenses, and I know that she wouldn't want to she'd rather have him here. Obviously, she'd rather be here with him, but, you know, what is she going to do? Like I said, she's got to go to work, so what have you. And I know she'd rather have him here than anywhere else with anybody else because she trusts me, and that means a lot to me. And I'd rather have him here because I can see him and I can take care of him. You know? And like Vladimir, like, what am I going to do? Put him in daycare? Like, the main reason why I haven't gone back to work and put him in daycare, regardless of whether I was taking care of Aiden or pregnant with Niklaus, is because it's expensive and we can't afford it. And, I mean, sure, I could leave him with family, but who am I going to leave him with? My mom works, my sisters work, they all work. Like, you know, like, like the person who's asking me this, it's like, or the people who ask me this, is like, are you going to spot some money to put these kids in daycare? Like, are you going to come over and watch them for me? I don't know, it's annoying, and I don't like it. And like I said, I don't know if I don't like it because it's just like, it offends me as a person, as a caretaker, as a mom, as whatever. Like, I don't know if it's because it's offensive to me, because it's almost, in my mind, it's almost sounding like they don't have faith in me, or is it offensive because there's no other option? Like I said, you know, there's no other option. What the hell am I gonna do? Or, I don't know, you know. And then, like, I try not to let things get to me so much right now because I tend to get very anxious during pregnancy. I don't know. You know, like, it's gonna become a very existential type of conversation and line of thinking if I don't finish this. But I just wanted to let you know that Raymond is asleep. And I will be going to sleep soon. I still have to take off my makeup from yesterday. I have been so bad. I fell asleep with it on yesterday. And I woke up with it. And I didn't even realize that I had it on my face until like later this morning. Like much later in the morning. I'm like, oh my god. Like, I forgot. And then I just haven't gotten a chance to wash my face. That sounds terrible, but I'm gonna go do that right now and go brush my teeth, and I think I'm just gonna bounce. I'm gonna go to sleep. So I hope this rant wasn't too long. Let me turn it around and see. Oh god, we're going on 16, almost 17 minutes. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Hope you guys liked today's vlog. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe, and I promise I'll try to start ending these again. Bye.